Hey everyone, welcome to our class on Better Than Botox. Today we are going to discuss things that we can naturally do to take care of our skin. So, first of all, I'll introduce myself, tell you a little bit about my story with skincare, and then we'll jump into all the things that you can implement after this class today. So, I'm Brittany Miles. I've been with doTERRA now for about 5 years, doing the business for 4 years. And I didn't grow up with natural things in my life, very different than that. We used all the traditional home cleaning products and all the candles and the plugins and all the things, right? So, very um, toxic environment, I guess. We didn't really know better. So, now we know better, we do better. But when it comes to skincare, this has been something a little trickier for me. I'm 38 years old, about to be 39, and I definitely feel like I have some aging on my skin, but my biggest issues have actually been things that I've been addressing since I was a teenager. So I'm very expressive with my forehead. And even here, the two lines that go between my eyebrows, we call those your 11s because they look like the number 11. And I've had those wrinkles in my forehead and in between my eyes since I was about 15 years old. And so I've noticed even with my own teenagers, I have a 16-year-old and an 18-year-old, that they also have lines in their forehead because we use those muscles too much. And so I have been very tempted to get Botox because I want to freeze these muscles and I want these lines to go away. And I know when I look in the mirror, that is what I see all the time. So I've been battling with this in my head of if I wanted to actually go and do this. But of course, doing some research, I've decided that that is not the option that I want to take. And instead, I'm going to try some alternatives to take care of my skin and age as naturally and as gracefully as I possibly can. So hopefully, you guys are kind of thinking the same thing. And that's what I'm going to share with you tonight. So, first off, let's talk a little bit about Botox because it is a very common procedure done here in the US, especially. Lots of people get Botox. I've even seen friends of mine post on Facebook and Instagram, like, hey, they're having a Botox party at their house. People are coming over and getting Botox. So, I want you to think about Botox for just a second. Even in the name, you realize this is a toxin. And in fact, it is a very deadly, very dangerous toxin. In fact, it's one of the most deadly substances on the planet because one single gram of Botox is powerful enough to kill 1 million people. Now, a gram of Botox is obviously way more than they are putting in when they're doing the injections. But I want you to think about what that could do when we're injecting toxins into our body. What are the possible side effects? Now, you don't hear a lot about it, but if you were to go do a simple search for it, you're going to find lots of people telling you some of the negative things that have happened to them because of Botox. And I want to share with you just a few of those here. You can see here at the top, we have a picture of a girl who had some or had some side effects from Botox injections. And of course, she is not the only one. There's countless of them out there. You just go search for it. And here on the left side of the screen, you'll see people that have actually sent in comments to those others on our team who have taught this class. These are some of the comments we got. People who notice things like their eyesight being damaged, really bad headaches, migraines, MS, anxious feelings, even like allergic reactions like their throat closing up, nervous system damage. Feel free to take a screenshot of this and go read through these later. But these are not, just trying to like totally terrify you, but I want you to think about it because when they give you the Botox injections, you're not seeing where that came out of and reading all those possible side effects. Like you didn't get to see it on the side of the box or whatever that it came in and to say, hey, this, and this, and this, and this could happen. So you just do it and you just assume that everything is going to be okay, but it's not necessarily the case. And even still, you're still sticking toxins into your body. And typically, if you're coming to doTERRA classes, you're trying to learn to live a life as naturally as possible and as toxin free as possible. We all know that the more toxins that you put into your body, the harder it is for your body to function and do the things that it needs to do because now it's really busy fighting off toxins all the time. So, obviously, we want to be conscious of the amount of toxins that we're putting into our body or into our environment. So, what are the things that we can do? Let's talk about aging just a little bit. So, our aging actually begins a lot earlier than you may think. It begins between the ages of 20 and 25. It's around this age where we have a decreased production of things like our collagen, inulin, and our metabolism starts to slow down. Now, this is a slower process, and so we really start to notice this in our mid 30s. So now, here in my late 30s, I definitely start to notice it. Now, we all know that certain people, you look at them and you're like, oh man, they look really good for their age. I would never guess they're that age. Or other people you look at and you're like, oh, like they look really like way older than that, right? And so some of that is genetics, of course, but other things are involved in our lifestyle choices, our environment, childbearing, like different things like that that can have an effect on you. So, for example, if you're smoking or you're drinking alcohol heavily, those are things that are going to age your body a lot more. Are you spending a lot of time outdoors in the sun, like excessive amounts, where that's doing some damage to your skin? Of course, the skincare products and stuff that we use do make a big difference. I do want to share a little tip with you guys that I learned from another doTERRA girl that was a supermodel, actually. And this is a tip that she shared with us a couple years back. And it's something that I try to live by now, that she would travel a lot for work, and she said that it's really important that you don't wear makeup on planes because of the pressure in the plane. The makeup just is not good for your skin. So she says never wear makeup on a plane. Like if you feel like you need to do something, you can put on like some mascara or something. But other than that, keep that skin makeup free, but instead use a moisturizer before you fly. So one of my absolute favorite moisturizers is the doTERRA Hydrating Cream. Hopefully you guys can see that. There we go. This is the doTERRA Hydrating Cream. I absolutely love this one. What I do to it is actually amp it up even a little bit more. So when I get it, I actually will open it up and I'll add a few drops of blue tansy to my hydrating cream, and then I mix it up and then I use that all the time. Blue tansy is a little more expensive, but in the whole bottle, you're putting about maybe three to five drops and mixing it up, and then that's going to last you for several months. So you're not having to constantly use blue tansy on your face and go through the bottle faster, but this is a great way to have it on your skin every single day. The next tip for you is that you need to stay hydrated. Hydration is super duper important to your skin. So, the more hydrated you are, the more supple, the more firm your skin's going to be. And so, you want to aim for about half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. You also want to make sure that you're taking in good electrolytes. So, sodium, potassium, magnesium, really, really important for your skincare routine and for everything in your body. It's really important to have plenty of water. Now, some of the other products that I use to assist in my skincare routine, the first one is Frownies. Now, if you haven't tried Frownies, I'm a little bit obsessed with them. You can go on my Instagram and find videos of me doing Frownies. They're fantastic. They are simple facial patches that you stick on your forehead, and they help with those expression lines. So I'm not going to put it on for you guys tonight, but I want to show you what they look like so you understand what you're going to do with them. And if you need a link or something to get them, let me know, but you can just like Google it, Frownies. I think it's frownies.com, and you can find them. They are like craft paper with like a little bit of adhesive. And so you just wet them down and they come apart into little triangles, and you're going to create a cast for your head. Now, the reason that you're doing this is because, for example, with Botox, when they give you Botox, they're freezing these muscles, right? They're paralyzing the muscles in your forehead so that you're not constantly making frowny faces or raising your eyebrows. That's why people who have Botox, their forehead is like not moving. And you wear Frownies while you sleep in order to train these muscles to stay still. So if you've ever noticed, like sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and you might have lines between your forehead. Maybe you were in like a really intense dream or whatever, and you're just making these faces, like while you sleep and you don't even know it. For myself, I raise my eyebrows a lot when I speak, and I don't even notice that I'm doing it. And so I'm trying to use Frownies in order to train these muscles to sit still. And so basically you'll just take them, you'll wet them down, and then they stick to your head. So you'll just start like putting them on, and then you'll put another one on like that. And you just make this little cast for your forehead. And then you're going to sleep with that at night. And it looks like really good when you take it off in the morning. Everything is like so smooth. It looks fabulous. And you can do them every day for a little bit until like those wrinkles kind of go away. And then you can even, take some time in between. Like you don't have to do it every day for maintenance. But if you see a line, then wear it, right? Like if your shirt is wrinkled, then iron it. So if your forehead is wrinkled, then put your brownies on. So make sure you do that. The next thing is red light therapy. Now, there are a bunch of different brands out there, different things you can get. I have this one. This is this really scary looking mask, but you can put it on and like that. Okay. And mine does different colors of light depending on what it is that I'm trying to use. But red light therapy is the most commonly used. There's all different kinds out there. Do some research and see which one that you like. But that's a great thing to add into your routine as well. Gua sha is a Chinese art of skin of caring for your skin. It typically means scraping of the skin. And I have a QR code here for you as well. That's going to take you to a blog on doTERRA's website where you can learn how to properly gua sha for your face and for your body, and what you can put with that in order for the gua sha stone to have a nice slip on your skin. You don't want to make it do it dry because it's going to hurt your skin. So be sure to grab that QR code or take a screenshot of it so you can get back to it later and go do some research on gua sha. It is fantastic for your skin. Up next on our list of things to do is collagen and NMN. So NMN is that precursor to NAD and NADH, which is what your body stops really producing well when you're about 25 years old. And the collagen and NMN are really important in keeping our skin looking young and youthful. So, of course, doTERRA has an incredible collagen. I'm going to show you a picture of it in just a minute. But this collagen has 9 different types of collagen, and it's in tripeptide form, which means it's in tiny little pieces that your body knows how to use. Typical collagen, the I forget the word I'm looking for, but it's so big basically that your body can't break it down properly and you're not even using it. It's just going straight through you. And most collagen on the market only have 1 or 2 types, but ours has 9. So we're addressing not only the beauty, but other things as well, like your muscles, your joints, all different kinds of things, even your metabolism with ours. It's part of our MetaPower line and it's fantastic. The next thing on our list is castor oil. You do want to get a really good castor oil here. My preference is the Queen of the Thrones brand. That's what I personally use. Again, I don't have any kind of affiliation with with castor oils or frownies or anything like that. So just do your research and see if it's something you want to do. But I love castor oil for my face. And in fact, when we were at doTERRA convention, we created an incredible face serum using castor oil and some different essential oils. I'm going to share that recipe with you in just a moment because it has been my absolute favorite thing that I've put on my skin in a really, really long time. So there's your recipe. Be sure to grab that, take a screenshot. Now, I know that the list of oils here that we're mixing in with our castor oil is pricey. Okay. As you see though, you're not going to need much. So when you do get these oils, they're going to last you a really, really long time, but it is going to take an investment to get the oils in this list. So my recommendation to you is obviously if you have some of these already in your collection, then start with the ones that you have, and then over time grab another one, and maybe a month or two later grab another one so that it's not all at once if you're on a budget. But the yarrow palm is really, really important. If I only had to pick 3 out of here, I would do the top 3: yarrow palm, immortelle, and frankincense, and then add the others as you get them. Okay. But these are really important. You're going to put this in a 15 ml bottle, and then we're going to top it off with our castor oil. And then I use this on my face every single night. Now, typically, when you're using your frownies, you're not going to want to put oils on your face first because they won't stick. But This mix has been totally fine for me because of the castor oil. It is a bit sticky. So mixing it in with these oils, it's been fine, and my frownies have been sticking on my forehead without any problem. So I absolutely love it. It's my favorite thing. I look forward to it every night. It smells so good. I highly encourage you guys to make this little glow up skin serum. And this would actually make a really, really great gift too. So if you're thinking about gifts for people and you buy all these oils, you can create a bunch of these little glow up serums for all the women in your life. They're all going to love it. And guys too, of course. But us girls tend to be a little more focused on that kind of stuff than boys do. Now, we also want to think about what we're putting on from the inside because what we're feeding our body, what our body is absorbing, that is going to make a really big difference in your skin because we know that our skin is our largest organ and it's really a reflection of what's going on inside of our body. So, these are the items that I use every single day in order to help my skin stay at its very, very best. On the left, that's that MetaPower Advantage that we talked about collagen, NMN. It has an lemon orange flavor. I really like it. I know a lot of people are not a big fan of the taste of it. So here's the trick. Over here on the right side, you see our brand new doTERRA VMGs. This is your vitamins, your minerals, and your greens. I love to combine these two things every single morning. This has been my new routine since we got home from doTERRA convention a few weeks ago. Every morning I'm doing my VMGs mixed with my MetaPower Advantage. Now, I didn't mind it before on its own anyway, but together it's a really simple 2-minute routine where I'm taking that, I put it in a cup and I use a little frother and mix it up. You can put it in a shaker bottle if you want, whichever one works better for you. I like the frother. And then I drink that down and what I love about it, I have a sensitive stomach and I am able to take them on an empty stomach. So first thing in the morning before I have coffee or anything else, VMGs and MetaPower Advantage. Now, on the right there, the 2 capsules that you see, those are our new E Omega Plus. That's you're gonna be your omegas. And what I love about them, they're kind of a bigger capsule, so I don't have a problem swallowing them, but if you look at it and you think it's a little intimidating, you can actually chew them up or pop them in your mouth. And no, they don't taste like fish, but I want you to go and try it, and it's really yummy. It tastes like wild orange. It's fantastic. And on the right is the PB Restore. This is your probiome complex. And it is really important as we take care of our skin that we take care of our gut. And the PB Restore is going to deliver all the good pre, pro, and postbiotics, as well as phages, which are going to help you fight off all the germs and cooties and all that kind of stuff too. So it really gives you um, a lot of different things in the one capsule that's going to help your body in all different kinds of ways. And then back over here is the MetaPower Recharge. This is something that I look forward to every day in order to help me stay hydrated. This is your electrolyte drink. Now, pictured here is the lemon lime, but we also have it in wild strawberry. That's my personal favorite. And what I try to do is I have like a big a stainless steel cup that I use for my water every day. And I'll try to get at least one of those. They're about 30 ounces. I try to get one of those down just plain water. And then my next one I'll do with my MetaPower Recharge. So I like the Recharge in about 30 ounces of water. I find it a little strong if I do like just a regular water bottle size. Some people might want it even more diluted. So play around with that and see what you like to do. But I look forward to it. I think it's super yummy and it really helps me to get my water going. So this picture here, if you take a screenshot of this, this is going to be your everyday essentials that are going to be for your skincare routine. I highly recommend that you get those ordered on your next doTERRA order and get them also put into your loyalty reward orders. And you can even add, like they have different bundles and stuff that you can put together that are going to make this even less expensive for you. So start taking care of yourself from the inside out. Your skin is going to thank you. And hopefully, in this today, you have seen a few things that are going to help you in your routine and a few things that you might want to try. If you need assistance or need help, you're always welcome to reach out to me on Instagram. My My Instagram name is dive into oils. It's dive underscore into underscore oils. You can send me a message there and I'll be able to send you any kind of links to like the castor oil or the frownies or anything else that you might need. And then you can always reach out to your doTERRA advocate and they're going to help to make sure that you have all the tools you need to take care of your skin as naturally as possible.